your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
Your trusted information hub.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime Live, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now we Facebook and we YouTube channel. This is now 1 hour program where they look at issues we for deal with development in a salon. And you where they watch we can be part of this program by way how you go drop we comments now we Facebook and we YouTube channel, and same way so send we SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 034225373. And me where they bring the program come to you this afternoon. Me your name na Magdalene Kagbo. Well, inside the program this afternoon, as Lawyer Ade Williams don't launch the Lawyers Society, it don't appeal to the executive members not for mix the organization with politics. And the Master na the Moriton WAF don't say if not for the Sansan business, Pokupa the young people them na Moriton for don't turn to drug and other criminal activity then. Well, that's plus other stories them line up for you inside the program, so no go no way continue for stay with we. But let me take with first story inside the program. Sansan na one business where don't they help plenty young people them for give support to them family and community. One young man we don't they inside this business for over 15 years now say currently then they face huge challenge because of how price they change, pan fuel and other things them. Manfred Jones explain more to Arnold Felix Elba.
Business and how the business is stiff. We don't try no more. Go in a family man, it's not easy for you. It's a moment. You fail, expenditure, because something will be the buy like 5,000. Now we go ask one and then 20 or 25. So we do a lot of constraint.
So what kind of business owner do?
Like we go with boots them, we go workman them.
Yeah, the kind of business owner they do.
Sand business we do.
What kind of sand we owner they do?
Fresh water.
Fresh water.
We go take a pong, put local.
So what is the cost now? What it take for common more some for more put local for take this sand?
The cost we 130 liter. Provide it for the bobo them. So then they go today, pass tomorrow, and then they can. So the constraint, away right now the country hard, work on day. And they go back friend himself, for my go do bad them young man there, call them, chat them, and then come pay them. We try for sell this and sand. So the guy by them, or the guy by them, they get them to go now get the boots. So now to we then they can buy, we don't need that fresh water. Then buy go sell and get some small thing. Then the family.
So how much now they sell the sansan, give them the current price of the fresh water sansan?
Right now they sell and give them 850
for the truck.
For the truck. Because it's me with the good and they spend past it's who they sell. So but watch how the country ID noisy. So something we not make an ad for all we sustain.
The sansan, when you say when they sell them, it's only
50,000.
15. Because you get the different kinds of truck them, and they see two different kinds of truck them. You get some way big, some way small. So how are they doing?
They are we get 12, we get 10. They don't run the shoe band and shoe. I say me, this other one is 814. We get that then. So anyone like who the 814, this blue one, I would say 850. Like that other one, the team plan and they take almost 3. So the times that 850 times 3, The other hand would take 8. The other hand would take 5. The other hand would take 7.
Because I see one of the police sansan na the boat na inside bag. So almost bag of this freshwater sansan they make we will flop that blue truck we will talk about.
Like one bag that people would work fine 55. The flop gate to fine.
Okay. So 55 bag freshwater sansan the
yes,
flop that
814.
That 814. So what it take for do this work? This work and almost people they don't create job for because most of the people are young people they look depend on this for their livelihood. Almost people currently get who are don't employ.
Get over 1,000 people. It's money. Because get the one who they gonna see, get the one who they do work for you. So yeah, over 1,000. It's one and this survive that.
So you earlier be telling me you don't do like 20 like 15 years so far this you don't do one. So what thing this don't do for you personally as sports radio pan Sansan business?
Like don't do over 15 years. At this Sansan business, God don't help me. I don't build us para. I don't marry para. So now the true achievements and I don't get para.
And they provide for you daily.
Provide for me. So it provide for me anything like the family need because I'm at the head of the family. So any constraint, I need a total responsibility. So for me and now, I are able to settle the family issue.
When they talk about the business, whose period you go say this period, from this period to this period, now find time for me. From this period to this period, a bad period, like one can get challenge, one can get better.
Like challenge you can get, like don't even season cancel. Whether can blow, both and keep well. So the guy season, the code the car put the season, so it can better. Because then to work there, in season, not so all sides in the world. But the guy season now, majority. In the gold side, don't people about could they build the season and then it turn up. In season, but woman they stop the building because when you go buy sand, turn out watakawasa. So the in season side you constrain for sale.
Okay, when I say na buy, when I go buy this sand in Kautan.
Yes.
Not to like when I go buy now, when I just buy, when I go buy.
Go buy.
What's I also can go buy so for Kautan now.
It's so called river, then call it Saikoya.
I don't know they go buy them, when I count them, they want to sell them.
Yes.
So I go consider this business now lucrative business, now risky business, or now just to do the and forget and too much.
You know, say any business, you get challenge. Give me top challenge, but the more in season. But then keep well, all that thing, she keep well. So we don't constrain, they wouldn't see and do well. I'm not going to all help. Able fight and back
Well, from Manfred Jones, we na Sansan businessman, they go now to Pamakoli, we na the album master, and it be gets this for say, but how the Sansan business don't they help keep the young people them out of crime and drugs.
Oh, we'll get a lot of work to do. First of all, I see the way the people in Bokuso, the young man, they are the old Bokuso. Moreover, where this small livelihood they are, when I did all the get them living there and so more, it's not easy for control. It's not easy, it's easy at all. They'll get lots of work to do. Then the pet, then the make plaba, all down there, they control them. If they're not a pet and damage there, they're not a trick person here. We get law. Look, we get somebody under. Go get all the laws there. You pet, you cost, you get fined.
Okay.
Men as well as women.
Okay. So, how this livelihood, this Sansan business with the person, don't help the young people now this work?
Well, it don't help them a lot. Because I would say for free, if not because of this Sansan business way is doing here. It fits even for rampant and return. But because of this Sansan, when you do this Sansan, when you do here, yes, but now 1 man you wear, Then the others where they put it and bug the young man in here, the young boys and young girls in here, and this push. This push. The man can wait in a lot one, two to go. In the rest was he go smoke. Where is he commanding now? Where is he sleep? Go down there with the type of the control there. You can tell where don't smoke, you can't, you know the work. So the man can afraid because you know say if you not work, you don't get.
So the Sansa work the help produce for letting them go pan kush and drugs business.
Drugs business, of course.
So you as Abo master, how you do like for safety for protecting? You know say they are na see that they go and Sansa they take. How now they do for protect them?
Well, where in this they all get life jacket. They all get life jacket. Then at the same time, before everyone left the shore, we're gonna see. They take manifest.
Okay.
From Navy.
Okay.
Since to that now they safeguard them.
Okay.
If you don't take manifest, you're not gonna see.
Okay.
And if you know what life jacket, you're not gonna see.
Okay.
Then they would make and declare to them. Always.
Okay.
Because see, you know get branch. Where you go so where you jump there, you do all that thing there, it's enough.
That's na Pa Macaulay, Abo master from Moritong na Freeton. And if they talk to my colleague Arnold Felix Elba about how the Santan business done they help young people them na the country. Well, the program where they watch now lunchtime live where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. Well, we they go live now as we get on the line. Ibrahim Sori Dumbia, we na human rights activist, and they can't tell we about government and corporate in tax evasion. Good afternoon, Ibrahim, and welcome to the program. Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon to you and
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to all. Yeah, good afternoon.
All right,
to you.
as we
good
still
afternoon.
the wait for Ibrahim Sori Dumbia, we na human rights activist for joining me on the line. Yes, sir. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all listeners and viewers from all frequencies. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you're welcome to the program. This is our lunchtime live where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. As I say, they can't talk about government and corporate in tax evasion. But first, begin for explain to we how tax evasion and fraud by major corporations them and as well government insiders them can impact the country economy and as well the social service system.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Excuse me for the cold, you know.
It's okay.
Yes. One thing we believe when it comes to governance and it comes to nations development, we always get what you can say parameters, and then parameters there are something where we can see. Or in other words, for let people understand, you can see that the tools them this way, government, for the government able to get money. So the point where you say one of the two government they use on a revenue generation, how government they generate revenue, and this revenue generation specifically now on what we call tax, where people and they pay to government for something where they used, because then thing and they is either they get because everything gets adverse effect, because the easy way make people people can ask what the government collect tax from something the way people and they go buy and they pay now, because one the only thing that we they go buy where you don't eat them now dirty box you to wear, and then dirty box and then a government they in charge. So if the government able get money for handling things, then they how you feel say the society will be clean? How you feel say government go able to fight degradations and them other environmental issues that we don't work on now. Now, coming to this tax issue, the relationship between government and corporate institutions always for be a business relationship, not for be a political relationship. It always has to be a business relationship. Now, most of the corporate institutions then, by our investigations, they then they not a meet up or they not a comply towards the tax obligations then. Either when they import things in Canada the country, when they still they have to pay tax, when they not they pay. Either when they do them internal business system, things the way they have to pay for as per tax law, na Salowena the NRA Act, they know they pay. Or as per the Financial Management Act, they know they comply to them things then they. So we really try for look at also the fault they for make them things they are actually they occur. Where people they use government things they are not they pay. You understand?
Yeah.
Lights now, as you call it now, water, water rate, light rate, and other thing, imports and this and that, GST, nothing like that. Remember, the 2022 audit report, in the executive summary, when they talk about the public account, remember, then talk about NRA. And for let viewers or listeners, they're able to understand what they try to talk about the update report. It make mention say NRA will not be able to collect revenue. We apply to measures them or penalties them when they against defaulters them. See, NRA will not be able to run they as per the law. So therefore, then they will make government be lost 39 billion 729,763,000. This is the 2022 report last year. We come out this year. Remember, this year report will come out next year. So you see, it's a NRA. So the report, they also go further and try to look at how this thing actually happened. It's a Sierra Commercial Bank. Imagine, it's a Sierra Commercial Bank, then retired money for NIA. When at 3 billion 562,919,000 loans, NIA, the audit report say they're not able to get access to that money. They're not able to see any trace of evidence for their money then they.
Okay.
Now it goes to this way. It goes to this way that certain people within the governance, where they had certain institutions, then they actually protect some of the investors that are in corporate institutions, then not to pay tax. In other words, who sign up to pay 30 million, then they go meet, then just they recognize, they say, no, just give me the 15 million. You left for me, I go arrange.
Okay.
The man within the NIA, what is within the NIA, when them we get a political relationship, and they go talk for them. And it happens most times. It make governments not able to comply towards constitutional mandates like providing basic necessities, where as of law it is compulsory because government social responsibility that light, water, of course we don't see all them things that these are basic amenities where government for provide, and then things that government can only provide them based on revenue generation. Remember the debt right now, governments they struggled for electricity, for providing electricity for the people of Sierra Leone. Remember the pure drinking water, not to all side the pipe them day. That's alone a free tongue first in general first, not say free tongue. Not to every side get pump right now. But people they live on well water or sachet water now. And remember also government get a responsibility for handling the free education as them promise into their agenda. That they all have money for let them able to meet up to their obligations because free education highly demanded. Highly demanded. Remember food security in the country. Right now there is serious food insufficiency, especially when we can talk about basic foods, rice and other things them no day. You understand? What you make now because of then tax there people and they use government facility them, they know they pay. And tax Now the key revenue generation for any country for let it get a strong economy. Make no mistake, whether or not now by way of tourism now, whether or not by way of agricultural expenses now, whether or not by any other means, as long as the law say for this thing you pay GST, you pay tax for them. That means say now plan the money for how to develop the economy. So if you fail for comply to that one day, then it's obviously undermining activities of government. And even some of them political heads there where they connive with the institutions there, they are also undermining progress, and they are also contributing to the economic hardship of Sierra Leoneans, and they are also contributing towards basic irregularities like lights, of course, good roads, of course, food sufficiency, all them things there. So therefore, if government not able for tackle tax evasion as alone, then the possibility for the government achieve its objectives plan, it could be very, very challenging, or if not possible.
Okay, so we
Because their system there, then they make loopholes. Then they make use of the loopholes.
Okay.
Even the laws of Sierra Leone, they talk about tax, need to be amended.
Okay.
There are certain areas.
Now that brings me to my next question about the tax laws. Then, if we get any existing tax laws, then we go for make then institutions there or then corporations there, so know and aware of them laws there, so we go make them able for pay them tax, and also if them not abide by them tax laws, then they then go face the penalty.
Yes, of course. Why not? I want to let you know, say we get the Public Financial Management Act. We are the 2016 Public Financial Management Act. We they deal with excessive aspects of tax issues. And I want to let you know, say there are provisions that we mandate as to how government they report about financial issues in our salon. Of course, it is mandated by the Accountant General, of course, to always give financial reports. Okay, and to the line ministry, and of course, I want to let you know, say there are provisions also where they talk about the Auditor General. Okay, and I want to say that about the Public Financial Management Act. So what that means, it talks about the Auditor General for be independent as per constitutional provision of the 1991 Constitution. So from that, it gives the right to the Financial Management Act to make the Auditor General be independent. But we've seen over the times that the audit service, to some extent, not in all cases, been regulated and streamlined. And I can tell you, say, over the years, it's become historic. This is not by politics, it's not by anything, because when you talk about issues that we don't take, some issues that they for movement, when born itself, then they exist. We talk about an issue of USAID, the office of the president must always be audited and has been always been audited. But as recently now, this 2022 report will come out, we've seen where the office of the president never audited. And the office of the president is using money. Sometimes it is not the president that is corrupt, or not the president that mismanage the money. People can misunderstand, the president, the office don't thief. No, the president, they work with staff. They get accountants in their office. They get procurement officers in their office. They get directors them of different units na state house. You get managers them of different programs in the state house. But the only thing is not specifically to expose the president, but to expose individuals who are working within state house, who are bent on misappropriation, embezzlement, misuse of public funds. You know, and I big people in other words, it helps even the presidents to know that other people are the money where they come for one in office, So that's what they misuse and that's what they eat them. You know, they do account.
Okay.
So then even when they talk about fake receipts of hotel in that the 2021 audit report, probably it is not basically directed to the president as per se. You get somebody in the office when I the handle that the president wants travel, when I in a responsibility for pay for hotel, pay for this, pay for that. It might be that that person there, na in no manufacture fake receipts where the auditors then they go pick out.
Okay.
Because it can say now you say outside the type count and for it, so tell they eat. But that can be an opportunity again for let the president say, so that will tell you can we go. So you know be paying now fake receipts then. If they pull that money there, or the president sack. So that is why when the Public Management Act they talk about the independence of the Auditor General's office, you know, it is not protected, but the provision they, but they're not even for protect them extensively. That is why in court so many issues then come in courts will make them be able to take the Auditor General go on blah blah blah. You know, and the other thing again is about the tax. You know, you don't give people time to pay tax. You know, we need to amend specific provisions the way they talk say, well, this person for pay 3 billion tax. Will they give you from now to next month if you not pay this 3 billion tax? No. How many times you don't call on the amendment? It should be penalty as once. Once you are caught that you don't pay tax, one you for fine, then for fine you.
Okay.
Because at the moment you for pay the tax, you don't pay use of government service. So you don't pay the tax.
So you think
automatically when you fail for pay at that time, they for fine you, then take you go to court, okay, then find you guilty. If possible, you enter a custodial sentence, then give you a custodial sentence, and even ask you for payment and fine. Then they go able for deter the operations of them tax evasions in the because businessman, if you find out say this when not pay tax, when you can meet a tell and say well, they give you next month, they pay. But next month can they pay half? You say okay, well go try. The other month you can pay the balance. It always make use of that loophole. Okay. There are times they get the money, but they do it deliberately for evade the tax, not for pay the tax because you know at the end of the day, go sit down at table. You can't tell and say pay next month, or you can't tell and say give. They can't tell you okay, give me 6 months and I pay. You understand?
Yeah.
And without a fine, just the money no more for pay, not for pay. But you get other people already talk say, but no worry, you for pay 200 million fine, just kind of more you 200 million tax, just give me 50 million or more, 150 million, we go do them as a waiver.
All right, so you think the laws them as well for be amended, and there are certain things that we're missing inside the law we make people and they invade for pay tax.
Yes, of course. Any businessman they look for the loopholes. So I know say the law they in favor of and I they make use of all. Right. So if we need to amend the laws then they let me try to put them and say these are strict provisions. If failing to pay tax, you pay excess, you pay triple of the money where you for pay, and we also send you go to court. Remember the laws of Sierra Leone say when you get a criminal conviction, you're not eligible for do business with government. You're not eligible for open, and not what I say do business with government or for open register company under your name or even for work with government. You're not eligible. So sometimes can the man go to court, even if the man a billionaire investor. When he go to court, if the court go find and guilty say you evade tax, then at the end of the day, they close your office. When they don't see one or two examples, they don't set. Say they don't close this person in business, they don't close that person in business, they don't close that person in business because of tax evasion. The other one, the way they be in, then go stop. Because the essence of law, not deterrence, not for deter. That make you bring law, you bring the penalties, them all. So if you make provisions, you get to follow up with strict penalties. That ain't make you receive tax evasion. Remember, look, here before last week, we investigate the issue of from last year to this year. We investigate the issue of misappropriation of revenue, over 44 billion euros. I mean, the paper then they lead that investigation today for the ACC attention. Now, EcoBank and UBA, you know, at the end of the day, one party person run away, and in the investigations, it shows that they've been there in connivance with and workers them, na NRA.
Okay.
They've been there in connivance with even government officials them. Now later when we draw ACC attention, ACC begin investigate and bring some of them government officials there, invite them for questioning, and even NRA workers them back, same way they are government workers, okay, invite them for questioning, bank officials there, invite them for questioning. Now we don't say they don't charge people them na EcoBank and they don't charge EcoBank.
Okay.
You know? Why they cause that? Now because the loopholes in the laws of tax, now in people and they always they make use of. How one game person go see they go make accounts. One great person they go make forged accounts of NIA. They won't watch them, find out say it connect with certain entities in NIA. They need, you know, now they all team up, they made an account and they all la money. How comes? It is because the law na salon of how to open an account not strong.
Okay.
It is because the Financial Management Act get loopholes.
Alright.
Because if you stick provisions, they say anybody who want come for open a company account. Now this, you will go through the processes there. Will lie. That person will not be able to go open that NIA accounts. They when a parallel account to the original NIA account and the money they go inside it, then just the shape.
Okay.
Government got to pay money for school feeding. Government got to pay money for make roads. Government got to pay money to cover a ship for Gilite. Government got to pay money to Toma Boom. They got to make Toma Boom forest productions and all of these things there. How can they be achieved?
Alright.
They cannot be achieved.
You think say political connection as well can also play a role for make certain individuals them or institutions they also they invade tax?
Yes, of course. Then they normal. Normal. You even get people that when are politicians, the way they're not shareholders, they're not certain corporate institutions, they're not salon. So you expect, say, if me a minister of agriculture, or me a minister of lands, then me come me go fall into tax issue, me come me not pay tax. You feel say I not go use my political power to make them more for let that then give me a waiver, for let that tax they go free. You don't feel so?
Yeah.
So the political connections always has been there. That is why we can use the word say power from above. What if you say a power from above? Power from above are political power, and the power from above. So all them things there is we need to get strict laws where not for even exclude political appointees them from being prosecuted or from being tried. Even one of the things we are the challenge, when we dey against. You know, I have traveled a lot. I will tell you this, and I know a lot of systems, both Europe, Asia, or Africa, as the case may be, or American continent. I can tell you the laws there. The ACC Act, and I have been always challenging the ACC. Say this issue of alternative dispute resolution, it is further strengthening corruption rather than eradicating corruption in Sierra Leone. When somebody thief, you don't know say what thief money evidence one day. You say cannot cancel don't say what you thief can't pull and ballet. Then you left the person go. You know what that means? It means I don't know now say I can never be tried in the court of law. Anytime where they give me government office, and they make sure say I see 40 billion. In that 40 billion there, make sure say we camp can 20 billion and go pay. Sometimes I kill you know man they dismiss them. ACC no get that kind of expertise for tie the evidence. They only have the expertise for discovered alleged evidence. Now only court of law they are able to determine how authenticated an evidence is. They are able to determine how collected this particular evidence is. So if it's somebody don't thief, corruption laws that are the ones say go let the person go to court, try the person. When they don't try the person, if the person is guilty, it already gets a criminal conduct. One, the person not eligible for all government office, and there's every tendency for them freezing property them. Secondly, the person not only the reform, court not the order, not a reform only, court they also order for pay fine, and then he also impose a custodial sentence. That is the deterrence. But it is not a deterrence at all. It is not an eradicating step at all for let somebody go thief. You say council don't let you pay. Like for the issue of the clerk of parliament wife. Oh yes, that's who say he take money where it's himself for take. That is corruption. But let them pay. They don't begin pay half. You left out. What do you mean? You don't give another person scope. For instance, go do the same thing. You take us at the end of the day, I go say, but we para woman be involved for that thing. When I make no money pay, one or not go make that pay. Because you already set the precedent. But if you been charged, charge the person go to court. When the person go to court, then the court go say you have been deemed to be a criminal. Automatically, it don't become a constitutional bar. Say you know the hold public office again, you know they do business with government again. I mean, you know things then they will they become eligible again within the country.
Okay.
But that means people are going to look at it and say, you will get good agenda. Will say, no, I become this person. I don't want to involve anything in a criminal business. Let tomorrow I'll go for this TSO. Then they go tell me I get criminal record. I want this. Then they go tell me I get criminal record.
Okay. So you can say foreign companies or foreign owned companies as well can also contribute to this tax evasion.
They may contribute. I don't tell you now there are the corporate institutions, there are the corporate mafias. They make in the article I write, I say corporate mafias. And then the corporate mafias, them corporate mafias they are giving what we call fraud impunity by political appointees. And then they protect them. I don't tell you say no businessman no day. We want for pay tax by the world. No businessman no day. Businessman always know how to pay tax. So if you see the opportunity not to pay tax, he's not going to pay. And if you open the field for a hotel and say, just evade tax no more, then you get tax, then it's now 500 million for pay, and they can make you pay 200 million.
Okay, so
how of the corporate institutions they are also into extraction. What's not extraction? Extraction like provision inside the Electricity Act. When they thief flights, like extraction. But however, when they can catch some of them corporate institutions there, as they can and go so, then just the money come on and things they are not done. Until government try to amend the Financial Management Act of 2016. Government try to address the NIA Act also of where they regulate them. Until government also try to see how best they would lock all the loopholes than they. So to be honest with you, if not, we will continue to live in external debt. There will always be increase in economic hardship.
Okay.
And there will always be problems for Sierra Leone when it comes to meeting towards providing basic amenities, as the case may be.
All right.
So that is why the inflation, the rise every day, and inflation. One of the fighters for inflation, one of the key fighter for inflation, not revenue generation, national revenue generation. If you're not able to tackle inflation, no matter how much money they give from out, you're not able. Because the money what they give from out, not to want when they say they don't approve $100 million, not to want so now in trenches. There are times they give $20 million per hour, $100 million. Then that $20 million they get for Kangi account. As you come for Kangi account of how you spend and they find out say no this they not be spend and find the way they get the balance $80 million. But our own money, which is the national revenue, which is the national revenue, we'll be able to collect and when national revenue collections then our own money being controlled and managed by us and not by foreigners. But the money that is coming from out being managed and controlled, remoted by foreigners.
Okay.
So the user the way you are user.
All right. So well, as we round up the program, how you think say citizens them and as well advocacy groups go for work together and bring more attention to these issues, because the normal Sierra Leoneans them, ordinary Sierra Leoneans them as well, they suffer from this because people them out there they fending for it, prices them they go up, and people companies them they invade tax, they avoid for paying tax. So how you think say everybody go work together and for bring attention to this, so people and companies then go for the paying tax?
One, I believe say there are civil rights based organizations in our salon. And there are independent media practitioners we government need for work with, and unionists them. Unionists probably mean religious council, then paramount chiefs, and drivers union or Okada and the all, because they are also contributing factors then towards the development of Sierra Leone. Because with collective mindset or concerted effort, issues can be addressed nationalistically. But again, for Dudande, it has to be from a national perspective. It must not be by way of sentiment or selectiveness. Because other countries, then, you see, they go so now because they empower unionist organizations, they empower civil rights organizations, and they empower media practitioners. Then, like America cannot stand without talking about civil rights based group. America cannot stand without talking about unionist group. America cannot stand, okay, without talking about media practitioners, because now they help governments for identify problems, and then can also proffer solutions to governments as to how to carry out some of their activities then they. So until government allows some of them institutions they are work independently and also empower them for let them become independent on their own, I mean, they will always be able to identify the loopholes, identify the problems, bring them to the attention of government, bring them to the attention of the public, then offer solutions to that. Say, okay, this is how to do it. This is how to do it. All countries that the world they see, they get think tankers. And not Salon not get think tank, which is very bad. Think tankers, these are people and some man, then they are the think tankers institutions now they country there. So man, I tell you, they don't even go from one. The one that they see, they can send go soon at home. The one that they see, they call them Pisco. The white man, the one that they see, the waka, they go to village. Then they get my sleep na babu house. You see, they are back in the cut them do too. Not see them so, say now, one I can call them Popo Pisco. They are not poor. They are sent by government. They are sent by institutions where you can never know. Some of us who are the work to them, we know that. But then they send them, they go, then they say, you go na salon, you target na Bo, Kenema, and Kailaun. One, if you learn the Mende language, where you go first learn the Mende language, go learn the Mende tradition, know how the Mende them, the attributes they. You go na Kamakwe, go learn about the Limbade, you go the attributes, know how them they. You go na Puploko, you go learn about how the Timid and this. Now then people and the way you see so now they take decision on behalf of Salon. When they come, where anything they want disburse money for Salon or they want how to address issues that are Salon, that they come.
Okay.
And then they come, it is a big put local passion. Then they come, it the American government or the British government say, put local 98 villages, they did this, that. Now, so they can always they do, they can allocate money or sponsorship or come with development and in countries. Okay. So we need for getting kind of people in there again. We need for the take people in normal like media practitioners them also. Take when I say when I go to certain countries them, when I come when I learn about certain systems then, when I do 2 years, 3 years when I learn, when I go through. Anytime they talk about issues of X, Y, Z, they say okay, then people are get the idea. We don't send them, we don't make them go when I come. When I can't advise government how to go about this, how to go about it.
Okay.
So I mean that's the way we can able to handle some of them things then they and we don't forget compromise.
Okay.
KCC also for amend the act. This issue of alternative dispute resolution not help the country for going anywhere. In other words, it entrench corruption. We don't need that day where somebody thief can go to court and go find them. If you're jail, then the jail and jail, I pay the money back. I pay fine, then and jail and back there. No old government office again. Then not do business with government again. So you know all of them things there.
All right. Thank you very much for where you join me on the line this afternoon. And in name na Ibrahim Soidumboya, in a human rights activist, and it be talk about government and corporate in tax evasion. Thank you for where you join me in the program this afternoon. Well, let me take the last story inside the program. For act as pressure group to the government and for protect the country democracy, a lot of them don't come together and form one organization we then call Lawyer Society. Emmanuel John Conte being there at this ceremony and put this report together.
November 1, inside one ceremony in Freetown, over 200 lawyers then become together for witness the Punlado for the Lawyer Society, wey according to the lawyer dem na organization wey dem come together for firm so that e go defend the rule of law, promote democracy and other things dem wey dey promote human rights. Wey e dey talk inside the launching ceremony, lawyer Augustine Soyisembe Mara, wey na the interim president, e say the reason why the Lawyers Society dem come together for FENAM na for promote and fight for justice.
Tonight is not just the launch of the Lawyers Society. Tonight is an opportunity to take stock of where we were before the civil conflict and where we are now, 20 plus years after the civil war was declared over. Believe you me, the reports are not pleasant. Believe you me, the statistics tell a different story about justice, about the rule of law, about accountability in our society. And today, it's very, very important for all of us to turn to a new page, to turn to a new chapter, and to say, never again will lawyers be accused of being complicit in the wrongs in society. And that is why the Lawyers Society has emerged to ensure that we have a fighter, to ensure that we have a defender, to ensure that we have a promoter of the ideals of justice, of the rule of law, and of good governance.
Lawyer Mara continue for say, the organization not only open to lawyer them where they practice law na salon, but also open to other salon people them where they practice law na other country them. Lawyer Mara be same way so say Lawyer Society want for be the watchdog for the salon democracy.
As we start this journey, and we have emphasized that what we're seeking to do is not to empty out the Sierra Bar Association, but to complement the Sierra Bar Association. So members will be at liberty to belong to multiple groups, not just the Sierra Bar Association, but for example, other entities such as lawyers, legal league, etc., etc. But the most important function that the Lawyers Society seeks to do in this dispensation, and perhaps in the future, is to become that foremost watchdog of our democracy.
Lawyer Warasei Kamal, na the interim vice president, na the new executive, say the push for get second organization be don start long time ago, but waiting push them more, na waiting be happen na Kenema, na the Bar Association then election.
This journey to create a second organization started well before even I became a lawyer in Sierra Leone. But I know when I came in 2012, I remember Drusel Taylor, who's here, pushing for a second organization. And in fact, I remember he wrote to M&A, maybe it was a little bit later, but was pushing for an organization. Because in general, when you have one organization, it tends to be a monopoly. And there's no distinct, voices are not allowed to differ. Now there's a second voice. There's lawyers. The women's bar, we'll never forget that. But I think for us, this is an opportunity for people, for lawyers, to be able to express themselves in a way that they want to, that their will and their desires are what is paramount in the association. Now, as I said, the journey started a while ago. And what broke the camel's back for me and for all of us here is what happened in Kenema.
The person we launched the Lawyers Society, na lawyer Yada Williams, be described waiting be up in a Kenema as disgrace.
What happened in Kenema was a disgrace. It was fraudulent, it was criminal. Those responsible should bury their heads in shame. And again, I should be clear about this. They did it with impunity. They knew that institutions that were mandated to protect the law, to protect the rule of law, would not come in aid of you, the victims. So they were very busy. They were not even, I mean, it was broad daylight robbery. You know, I mean, you know, it was scandalous. It made most of us, locally, most of the people in Sierra Leone and even out of Sierra Leone, we felt ashamed.
Lawyer Yada Williams, the same way so say, the lawyer society not for allow person we active for politics for all executive position na the organization.
I haven't seen the constitution of the Lawyers Society, but I hope this organization would not also be lost to politics. We have to be quite clear, or you have to be quite clear in whatever constitution you write, that people who are active in politics should not hold executive.
We the addressed lawyers them. Yada Williams in concern na about people them we get position na government, not for all executive power. Na the Lawyers Society, the acting president, Lawyer Mara say, the constitution make am clear, say, person we get government appointment, not go all power, na the executive.
We agreed, the drafters, the promoters of the Lawyers Society, when we say if you are an avowed member of a political party, we welcome you to the Lawyers Society, but you would not hold an executive position. Similarly so, if you are a government appointee, you will not hold an executive position. But beyond that, we have gone a notch ahead of that to say, while you serve in the executive, you cannot have a government retainership. That is documented, it is in black and white. Mind you, will not tend to deprive executive members, but we know that the issues of conflict of interest are various and very enormous, and the pressures cannot be quantified.
For Voices Online TV, Mina Emmanuel John Conte put this report together.
Plenty thank you to Emmanuel John Conte for the report today. Well, now so we end this edition of Lunchtime Live. We come to you live on Voices Online TV. Now we Facebook and we YouTube channel. And I want to say plenty thank you to the entire production team, to Arnold Felix Elba, we produced this program, to David Conte, we don't be David Carbo, we don't be behind the camera, and to Medgown and Almami as well, on be with technical operators them. And so till tomorrow we another edition of Lunchtime Live. They meet you. Maybe the program come to you. My name na Magdalene Carbo.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, from the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is new media contribution to development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
Your trusted information hub.